hello to all our international friends who don't speak Russian. We have Alexei from Moscow 5, who just, a couple hours ago won with his team into Extreme Masters in Hanover. So, how do you feel upon winning this tournament?
This was a great tournament. We're feeling like the greatest feeling. We played with almost all the best teams in all over the world. It's said that some of Chinese teams couldn't attend and some of European teams were just banned before the qualifiers ended. So there was no CLG, EU and no IG. But overall, that was a great tournament. We have won it. We won CLG US, we won Dignitas, and we're really happy of that.
You played Dignitas in the final, but was this match the toughest one for you, or was it another team that...
The toughest match for us was, I think, 2 games versus CLGNA. It was much harder, and in the finals we just in the first game we used our strategy, so we have won pretty that was not that hard. And in the second game I think they got a bit down moral, so they even did mistakes at big face, so we just have won 16-2 I think.
Going back to the strategy that you implemented in the first game versus Dignitas, who has come up with this idea and how have you developed it as a team?
This idea, we used the similar idea with Gangplank, Solo Bottom I think, and this idea was implemented by Genja. He said that he's tired of his support, so he was just looking for strategies to get rid of him, and he found that he could 1 versus 2 with Argot with the blue buff. So he did it pretty excellent. He was just staying 1 versus 2, and even alone he was disturbing and owning the lane. So our support could just again all the lanes and enemy junglers, so he was just out of the game.
Well, you obviously didn't want to reveal the strategy before the tournament, and how did you manage to practice it?
We practiced it 3 or 4 times, 3 times versus random teams with pretty low elo, and 1 time we practiced it with Russian team at EMS qualifier. So that was the only time we practiced it with pretty good team.
Well, when the second match was over, what was the thing that, inspired you the most? Was it the fact that you won? Was it the crowd that was cheering for you, or was it something else?
I mean, I wasn't inspired that much that I was inspired yesterday after the game versus CLGNA, because the second game was that comeback I was fully concentrated and full of emotions after that. And today it was okay, we won. The most inspired I was by the crowd, a lot of people crying Moscow 5, a lot of people wanting autographs. That was insane, that was incredibly good. I really felt like a star thing.
Wow, that sure is a pleasant feeling. Well, in 2 major tournaments, IM Kiev and Hanover, you lost only 1 single map, and it seems like you don't have the competition that can, live up to your standards. Is it true, or what's the key to your success?
I think that the key is that we're not using one strategy. We're all the time we're mixing something. We just use, as I said in the interview, we use a lot of strategies of all the teams. So it's about, the problem is that we're not only using it but implementing something ourselves. So we're one step ahead, and it's some of US teams I think can compete with us, and some European teams, they just need to find the keys. CLGNA almost won 1 game. They were pretty, not that far ahead. They got worse pick into the team fight, so it's when they were even, I think, 9k gold ahead, they couldn't fight us for 5 versus 5. So we totaled it pretty good, and they did some mistakes. But they were close. So I think that other teams can do this. It's just about, it's not only skill, it's skill, luck, all the thing. It's just, stars that are showing our way up.
But what do you think about the competitive scene in general? Has it been improving lately, or is it just stuck at one point?
It is improving a lot. You can see like a lot of European teams going and going up, and I think that US scene is a bit stuck at the moment, but that's not the reason. I mean, you can see Dignitas increasing a lot, so they have something that gave them that up. I mean, when they lost their jungler, they were pretty down, but now they took second place without any problems. They just stomped AAA, they pretty stomped the group, they got one lose against Fnatic. So, and CLGNA got a lot of, they got their own strategies, their own thinking about the game. So they don't fight for dragons, but they do something else, and that gives them their edge. So I think that LoL scene is pretty young, and a lot of teams will come up soon. It's one of the popular, even if it's not most popular game in the world. So I think that, I mean, you can see that in European scene, I think already 16 top teams, even 64 mid teams, and 500 even more low skill teams. So everyone could get to the top.
Well, there are plenty of other games like in the competitive scene, and for instance, if you are to inspire someone to play LoL, what would be the reason to do it?
The reason of playing LoL is not that, I mean, you should like the game. I like it because of its mechanics, because of the support that you can get, because of, the main thing I think is the system for the new players. You have 30 levels to think, should you play this game or not play this game. It's I think no one will report you, no one will say no, because there are a lot of noobs there, so everyone trying this game. And I myself just like it. I played Dota, I played a lot of games, I started playing StarCraft too, because it's pretty skill based, and I think it gives me something even to the League of Legends. So I really would say that you should come to LoL because everyone playing it.
Okay, let it be the reason. But you've played StarCraft and you've played Dota. Have you had any big success while playing those games?
I got team in Dota. I think we could get something before I stopped. I stopped because of going to the Moscow, and was learning a lot in the institute first 6 months. I had a girlfriend, I was working, and couldn't just play Dota, I got no time. So I stopped, and at that point we were a bit successful, winning some online tournaments, I think, but not that much. And in StarCraft I just started playing, and I'm playing it for fun only, so it's just, I want to reach Master League, I think, and to be some low-skilled Master League player, like everyone does.
Well, who is Alex outside of the game? What do you do?
I don't like the question, but okay.
If you
outside of the game, I'm just a man that was working programmist, and now I just stopped that. So it's the game is not only the game now. It's just becoming your life. When you are playing on the scene, if you start streaming, a lot of people watching you, you start playing it competitively, and after Kyiv, I just feel that I can't stop that. I like it to bring it to people. So it's not only the game, it's not only just hobby. It's not even job. It's just becoming your life. And yeah, maybe I will start that in 2-3 years, maybe earlier, maybe later. But anyway, that will influence my life a lot.
So, well, Hanover is over. Are you intending to make some kind of break before resuming to practice?
I think we won't stop. I mean, when everyone comes home, I will check out our schedule. I think we got like online tournaments in 2 or 3 days after Hanover, so we will just keep on playing, keep on streaming maybe, and we will just show people that we're worse online than we're online.
So, and is there any LAN tournaments in the nearest future that you're willing to attend?
I myself want to attend Gamers Assembly in France, but I'm not sure that we're going there. And I hope that League of Legends will be presented at DreamHack in summer, so we can attend this.
Well, it would be a bad idea not to host LoL tournaments after the success they have had last year. So, well, let's wrap up the interview. Is there anything you would like to say? Any shoutouts? Any wishes?
I would like to say thanks to Moscow 5 organizations. I would like to say hello to all our fans. Thank them for watching us, for cheering us up, and I just hope that we will keep on and we will show the best performance that we're showing at the moment. Good luck.
Stay tuned.